What up, bro? Long time no
What up,
podcast.
broski, bro?
How was Florida? Just in from vacation.
Good. Just burnt.
Burnt?
Yeah.
You guys have a house at the beach?
No.
No.
We stayed in a
Hotel.
Pensacola Beach.
Nice.
It's like right on the Pacific Ocean.
See any jellyfish?
Got stung by one.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Who peed on you?
Nobody.
Anybody offer?
Nope. I was like, I ain't getting peed on. So I just took some 2 showers that night and then slept it.
Did it hurt?
It hurt pretty bad, but it's not too bad anymore.
That's good. I don't think I've ever been stung by him. I've been in the ocean by him, but I've never had stung.
Yeah.
And then, so what'd you guys do? Just go to the beach, mainly?
There was a pool there. We chilled by the pool. There was a big pier. We saw some dolphins.
Oh, yeah. It's always cool seeing the dolphins. A bunch of good places to eat.
Dude, they had the best crab.
Ooh, good crab?
Yeah.
Did you get crab legs where you had to work for it?
Yeah. But, when you open it, it's, literally dripping. And it'll, the whole thing will come off. It'll be, that big.
Nice.
The meat. It's so good.
Yeah, we messed up those crab legs just right before you left.
I know. I literally told my mom, I was like, these are so much more better than Walmart crab legs. She was like, I bet.
And then, what is your first time flying to?
Yeah.
How was that?
Good.
The first takeoff. Were you nervous?
Nah, it was, fun. I was really excited.
What about Waylon? Was he nervous? No, he didn't know what was going on.
He was playing his freaking Nintendo Switch on the airplane
It could have been going down and he wouldn't have known.
No. Literally no clue. He's zoned in. He's playing Super Smash Bros.
That's a good one,
He has, every character in that game.
Who's he mainly use?
I use, Boxer guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use him. He always uses his, me characters that you can create.
Okay.
But
I haven't played in a long time. I used to use Link from Zelda all the time.
That's lame. That's a nerd character.
No, freaking the little bubble character. Puff. The little puff. I don't know. You know who I'm talking about.
Jigglypuff?
Is that it? Yeah.
The pink guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who everybody'd always use back in my day.
Puff guy.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to think. We used to go to Florida. I've gone to Florida probably more on vacation there than anywhere else. But it's always basically, we go to the beach. Remember you were real little that one time we went?
Or got bit by fire ants.
Oh, yeah,
I was
yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Dude, I was I thought I was going to die. I was like, ah!
Yeah, that was a good vacation other than you getting stung by fire or bit by fire ants. This fire right here.
The whole thing, you guys, everybody was like, Gavin, don't step in the grass. There's a fire ant,
hill
that right there. And I, completely forgot about it. Started playing in the yard, and they were all over my body.
See, I want to go back to Florida, but I want to do, Universal Studios and that
lit.
stuff. We'll probably wait till...
Ezra's...
Well, probably till Ezra is, and then where Eleanor's, able to be...
walking.
Yeah. Probably if Eleanor's, Ezra's age now.
Yeah, so when Ezra's, 5.
So probably, 2 or 3 years from now, we'll go.
It's cool.
You'll be, 15, so you probably won't... It's still cool, but you'll be, at the age to where, Disney World ain't... Universal is way cooler, but Disney World's also pretty badass with all the Star Wars stuff.
I think it'd still be really fun.
There's a lot to do. All the Harry Potter stuff's cool. By then, who knows what all the stuff they'll have.
Oh, yeah.
Especially at Disney, being in everything.
Yeah. Call of Duty collab. That'd be crazy.
With Disney?
That would be wild.
Mickey Mouse gunning you down.
Dude, that'd be
Call
so
of Duty.
cool. Once you kill him, he's like...
They do anything...
Bye-bye.
They've done Fortnite stuff already. Because technically Star Wars is... And then Marvel is technically Disney.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
They'll probably just stick to more Fortnite, more kid-based, though.
More gay games.
Yeah.
Why does Rockhold own? Like I've noticed this whole fight, he only has one leg sleeve on.
He had like a
ankle
real
brace.
bad, I don't know if it was staph or he had surgery done or something on his leg because he had a real bad spot on his leg, so they let him wear that.
Huh.
Or they got the Costa Rockhold
Just like a
fight
sock,
playing in the
basically.
background.
This
Yeah.
looks like a long sock.
Trying to think if while you're on vacation, what you missed. I mean, you were here when I watched the fights. I watched remember the Cage Warrior fights?
Oh yeah.
I was kind of watching those.
Did you rewatch them?
I never watched the Uriah Faber ones that you kind of watched those by yourself that night.
Dude, the Uriah Faber one was the best one.
Of that fight card.
Yeah.
Well, I figured that's what really sold it. Uriah's got his own league now, fight league.
A1.
A1, yeah, and he fought on the main card of his own fight league. But I get a lot of people watched it probably to watch him fight.
Yeah, he ended up beating the guy. Choked him. Didn't, but he tapped him.
Uriah was good. He's still good, but
Is he black? Black belt?
is he black? No, yeah, he's a black belt. I'm almost positive he's a black belt.
Team Alpha Male. That's that skivvy alpha.
Oh yeah. Let's see. You didn't miss much. Obviously, you're only gone for 4 days.
Yeah.
But we haven't done a podcast
My friend.
since
Well,
Mike.
he's kind of my friend. I'd like to wrestle him. Because he wrestles. Gavin Powers. He was, I was posting some of it on my story, and he was like, that's a short vacation. Because it was only a 3-day vacation.
Yeah, but when you're staying in a hotel,
Yeah.
hotels are expensive.
Oh, yeah. It was the whole thing.
You don't even probably
was
know exactly.
$4,000, I'm pretty sure.
Well, you got to figure your plane tickets and then staying there. I think we're going, our next trip is right at the end of August. We're going to go to Lake the Ozarks for probably a week. I think a whole week.
That's cool. I'll be off school, right?
Yeah, technically school will be started, but you're going to be off because you're going to be on vacation with us. So you'll miss the first week of school. Which kind of sucks because I missed one time, I guess my freshman year, I skipped the first day of school to go to a concert with my buddy. And when I came back, the next day, it kind of sucked because I didn't, I didn't have my lanyard yet. I didn't know where my classes were. I didn't have all the stuff I needed yet. So, I was, behind everybody else, on where I was. Just for the first day.
That will really suck for me because I'm going into middle school, and I'll have to get used to a whole new school. All the lockers, all the classes.
Yeah, you'll be
a
week late into doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know how a week. We leave on a Friday. Yeah, it'd probably be the first week of school.
Dang.
Oh well, you'll get special treatment. You'll have somebody get to show you and yeah, special treatment.
Special ed treatment.
Yeah. Let's see.
Gavin, what color is this?
You got basketball. You're doing that rec ball. We've talked about that. You got practice tomorrow if you make it there. I know Carrie. I don't know if she's taking you, or if your mom's taking you, or if you're just missing it because you just got back from vacation.
I mean, I've already missed 2 practices.
Yeah,
because vacation.
It's summertime. That's how it goes at your age. That's why I never did any I did a couple summer camps, wrestling. I'd always do the summer camp because it's a week long.
Yeah.
But I never played any summer sports because I'm I want my freaking summers off, bro. The last thing I want to do is.
Dude, that 8-hour, whole school day, basically, of wrestling.
Oh, in your Perler day? Yeah, that's a little much. I like the way that fighters and jiu-jitsu guys do it. They do a morning session, then they'll, come back a little after lunch, and then they'll come back a little in the afternoon.
But it was so fun. The time went by so fast. Drilling was not fun at all because we already knew all this stuff. They were all right, single leg, let's work it, and we literally worked a single leg for 10 minutes, just single legs. And I was with Cooper. You know Cooper. Literally killed me.
That's good though.
We did live with this kid from a whole different state. He said he drove 5 hours for this camp. And
pull your microphone just a little closer to your face.
Him and Cooper got at it. Cooper and him were beefing basically. and Cooper like double legged him. This guy was literally bleeding out of the whole right side of his face. And like they were butting heads, and I was just like sitting.
Everybody's probably just watching.
Yeah. But it was so fun.
Yeah, the Perler. I never got to do any Perler stuff, but Perler's always had a good reputation as a good wrestling academy.
Yeah.
So then you're doing I think it's Bloomington. Is it in Bloomington, I think? So it's later July, but you're doing the kickboxing. We're going to start. I was thinking maybe we'll do like on the YouTube channel, let's like post your training camp footage. We'll do like a whole little training camp vlog because it's like about 8 weeks out. So we'll just do an 8-week training camp. We can keep the fans up to date.
The 5 fans.
5 fans. We've been doing, bro. We're on YouTube now. We're on Apple.
How many subs we got on YouTube?
We've only got 4 on YouTube, but we've got a lot of views. But a lot of it because of the reels. I need to start posting some more reels to get people in. Yeah.
You sound like an old Facebook dad.
I don't TikTok. I'm not a big. I don't do it.
Post them
I
reels.
do the reels, boy.
Them reels.
I'm too old for TikTok. It's just weird being on TikTok at my age.
How? Carrie's on TikTok.
Yeah.
He's
I mean,
2 years younger than
you could start the podcast or the podcast page on TikTok and run it.
I'm good.
See what I mean? So maybe shut up. If you can't do it better. Yeah.
Promote better.
Promote better. I seen you promoting your buddies on Snapchat. He's single. Hit him up. My boy single.
Oh yeah, he told me. He was like, "Can you put this on your story and put this picture?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess."
I'm surprised that no pedophiles didn't hit him up. Hey, I seen you're single. Wanna hop in my candy van? I thought that was funny though. I was cracking up. It was like you're promoting your buddy, like you were his pimp almost, pimping him out.
We're friends.
$15 an hour. You can date him $15 an hour.
He's a
Pay up
country
front.
boy too. He like got the ice cream scoop haircut that they put their hats on and it like flares out. And he's always like, "You wanna go fishing?" And I'm like, not really a fishing guy, more of like a basketball.
Those are good friends to have though.
And he's like,
because there will be a point where you will want to go fishing and camping.
And he's like, "You want to go hunting?"
And hunting. You will get into that. It's good to have friends that are into that, even if you're not yet.
And I'm like, I'm good. And then he's like, "You want to go ride some dirt bikes?"
See, if you had your 4-wheeler, you'd like to do that.
Yeah.
Go ride 4-wheelers with him.
Yeah.
See, it's good to have friends that have different skills than you. You can be their friend that sticks up for them and doesn't let them get beat up.
Well, he says that he did wrestling for like a year.
Well,
Which
yeah.
he could have.
It's better to do some wrestling than none.
We fought in our friend Jaden's backyard. Like, not actually fought, but like
Sparred, kind of, well, like a
yeah, no
friendly
no
spar.
headshots, like kicks, like
body,
soft
like
kicks.
body kickboxing.
Yeah, and it was basically MMA, just no headshots. And I literally destroyed him. Like, I called him a good body kick, got him doing this. While he was doing that, I went straight up behind him, suplexed him down the whole hill. And he was like, just like seizing out going down the hill. It was so funny.
Yeah. A lot of people think they know how to fight
Until
they're fighting. Dude, I'm pretty pumped for your kickboxing thing. I'm ready to. I think next year I'm gonna do or end of this year, next year or sometime next year, I'm gonna start with a full contact kickboxing match.
Gonna get knocked out.
No, I'm gonna knock somebody out because I'm gonna be fighting like 135. I'm gonna be
Like
a
a
big
fat
135.
guy.
And if I can weigh in the night before, I'll be up to probably back up to 150 something for the fight. Be nice. Well, you want to hop into this coming card, take a look at it?
Yeah.
It's pretty We got a pay-per-view. We had a week off of UFC this past weekend, which was kind of strange because I feel like we've had back-to-back-to-back.
Did you tell him about me basically sleeping on our 5 a.m. podcast?
Yeah, I talked about it in the one with Mike. Yeah, you were a tired boy.
Yep.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Those were your responses. All right, so UFC 302. It's at the Prudential Center in New York, New Jersey. So
I thought New Jersey was a state.
New Jersey is a state.
Well, then how are you saying New York, New Jersey?
It's not New York. It's New York. Like, let's see. I believe it's in New Jersey. Let's see. I could be wrong.
Why don't you ever space, dude?
Bro, I did. What do you mean space?
Oh.
You mean...
Yeah. I see you.
Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. So it's like a city in New Jersey. Newark. But how you say it is Newark.
Yeah, not new.
It's not New York.
You said New York. It's Newark.
Newark. Okay, my bad.
New York.
My bad.
Shut
Damn,
up.
son.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
My bad, Capital King. What's the capital of Florida?
It's not a capital, you dummy.
What's the capital of Maine?
I don't know.
What's the square root of this room? All right, know it all. Here we go. First match in New Jersey. All right, you got that?
New York, New Jersey?
We got Mitch Raposo versus Andre Lima, a flyweight bout.
Andre Ligma?
So, Mitch, this is actually going to be, this is your first match in the early prelims, but this is going to be a pretty...
Why has he got an old picture?
Yeah, his picture's in black and white. I don't really get it. But I don't think he's fought in the UFC yet. Yeah, so it's his UFC debut, but he is 9-1. 4 of his wins come by knockout, 3 by submission, 4 first-round finishes. So he's 9-1. He's fighting. Where did it go? There it is. He is fighting Andre Lima.
That name sounds familiar.
There's a few Limas that fight. Lima's 8-0. And so this is also going to sound familiar because he has one UFC fight. This is the dude who got bit in the fight. Remember the one? He was like not losing the fight, but the other guy, yeah.
This is the guy that got bit?
I'm pretty sure this is the guy who got bit. Andre Lima.
Yeah, it is the 1970 tattoo.
Yep.
I see it. And it's right under that.
So he's got one win and it's by DQ.
Press on it. I bet it.
What?
That fight. I bet it shows that.
Yeah, you see it. It's right here. See it?
I can't see it.
It's right on the inside of his. You can see just the edge of it when I do that.
Oh, yeah.
Because remember, he got it tattooed on him.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see the tattoo and he's fighting. And he's 8-0. But if I remember right, he wasn't like losing that fight, but he does. It was kind of like. That's why we were like, why the hell did he bite him? Like, it wasn't like he was even losing. Like, he had like a suplex like position on the guy, like a body lock. So this is going to be, like I said, you got a guy that's got one loss and a guy that's undefeated, 9-1 and an 8-0. So going to be pretty good.
Wait, Andre Lima lost?
No, he's undefeated. He's 8-0. The other guy's 9-1. But this is this guy's like UFC debut.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What are you thinking?
I got Mitch Raposo.
Raposo? I think Raposo's a pretty big underdog. It doesn't show it. But I would put like a little bit of money on him. I'm picking him. I know he's got one loss. I'm betting on the fights, but I don't think I'm betting on this fight. I might. It doesn't show the odds on here. So your next one is a woman's bantamweight. Like I said, I think I'm going to go Raposo on this one too. So your next one, is woman's bantamweight, Perez versus Edwards. I haven't seen much on these. I think this one was added. I didn't see this one earlier when I was scrolling through. So we got a 9-2. Perez is 9-2. 4 wins by knockout, 1 submission, 3 first round finishes. Let's take a look. She is coming off of 2 wins. She lost her debut by submission, and then she's had a unanimous decision win and a unanimous decision win. Let's take a look at the other chick here.
Hear that?
Yeah, I got that door kind of cracked. Okay. Let's take a look at Edwards here. Edwards is the underdog, according to the odds.
Ooh.
Edwards got some bright. She looks like a creative character, kind of. She's got some
she does.
bright, like
Dude,
Smurf
she does
blue
look like
hair.
a creative character. I'm not like no
Jocelyn
offense,
Edwards.
If you just look at her face, she kind of looks like a man. Dude, look at that one down there. Go down, scroll down. She's got like bright red hair.
So I guess she goes crazy with her hair every time. 13-5, 6 wins by knockout, 2 by submission, 6 first-round finishes. Let's take a look. She's coming off of a loss by unanimous decision. She's got a split decision win before that. Split decision win before that.
So she can go the distance.
A unanimous decision win, and then a couple losses before that. She's had a lot of UFC fights.
She can go the distance, too.
Yeah, she can make it a decision. She is the underdog here, and that's what the odds have her at least. Who you got?
Edwards.
I'm going Perez on this one. All right. So this one, I don't know if you remember Mickey Gall. He's one of the first guys to beat. He was CM Punk's first fight, and Mickey Gall just took him down, ground and pound him and choked him.
That must have been an easy fight for Mickey Gall.
Mickey was like a purple belt at the time. I'm not sure what he. So Mickey is from New Jersey, so he's like the hometown guy on the card pretty much, and he is the early prelim, ending the early prelims. He's a big underdog. He's a plus 300 underdog. Let's take a look at some of Mickey's. I really liked Mickey. He's had some losses since the CM stuff. He's 7-5.
His nickname better be Mickey Mouse.
He comes out to the, "Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind, hey, Mickey."
What's his nickname?
I don't see one next to his name.
It better be Mouse.
I don't think legally, I don't know if he could do that. I think Mickey the Mouse would sue his ass if he did. Okay, so he's coming off of a TKO, first round TKO loss.
2 losses.
A loss to Morano. A decision one. He's got a submission. He lost to Mike Perry.
Not a surprise.
I hate when that the UFC don't show who won some of the fights on their the win thing's just not there. So
Dude,
he beat Sage.
Northcutt.
He's beat some good guys.
2016.
He's just kind of hit or miss. Sometimes, see, there's a CM Punk win. That was
Punk sucks.
This was that other reporter dude that also fought. He has some decent wins, but he sometimes gets beat too.
Yeah, he's 50-50.
But I think fighting in I feel like this fight's kind of made for him. It's in his hometown. I'll show you this guy they're giving him. I think it's his UFC debut. I mean, the dude's freaking jacked. He's pretty scary looking dude. But his Basil Hafiz. So this is Mickey Gall versus Basil Hafiz. So he's 8-4 with 1 draw. So it's not like his record's anything more amazing than Mickey's. Let's click on his stats here. 1 win by knockout, so he's not some big knockout dude. 4 by submission, 4 first round finishes. So he's more of a submission guy, but Mickey's a jiu-jitsu guy too. So I think maybe this one's going to come down to the feet. So this guy's has 1 fight in the UFC, and it was a split decision loss. So it's probably a close fight. But so he's got 1 loss. Mickey's got all those UFC fights, so he's got a lot more UFC experience, and he's the hometown guy. Mickey's gonna be probably in my parlay. Yeah, I know he's a big underdog, but out of all the underdogs on the card, I feel like he has the.
You need to watch some of these guys' highlights, or
Mickey's
some of their matches.
Basil, there's one fight on Fight Pass of his.
I don't care. You need to watch it.
I don't think he's gonna beat Mickey. I
Watch
know
his
he's a big
fight.
underdog. I will. I
You
just don't-
better.
I mean, I'm not really. He don't seem that impressive. I know Mickey kind of is hit or miss, but I think being hometown guy, I feel like the match is kind of set up for him. So your first. Now we're getting to the main prelims
I
here.
feel like I know Jake Matthews.
Jake Matthews, he's fought in the UFC for a long, long time. He's
Is
like
he
on probably all the
games?
UFC games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he looks familiar.
He's fought and he's fighting Phil Rowe. I like Phil Rowe a lot. Let's take a look at Phil. Phil's 10-4, 6 wins by knockout, 4 wins by submission, and 3 first-round finishes. I watched him do a grappling event recently. Not real recent, but so he's coming off of a split decision loss to Neil Magny. He beat Nico Price before that.
Nico Price
He
looks
beat
like a crackhead.
Witt before that. He beat Koski. He has a loss to Green. So he was on a 3 fight win streak, and then lost the split decision to Magny.
Magny's pretty good though.
No, Magny's good. His only, I think, knock is kind of his ground game isn't like the best, maybe. Okay, so let's take a look at Matthews' record. Matthews, like I said, has been fighting in the UFC for a long time. 19-7, 6 wins by knockout, 7 by submission, 3 first-round finishes. So he's coming off of a loss by unanimous decision, and he's got a submission win over Flowers before that, a unanimous decision loss, a TKO win before that.
Hold on, what's that guy's last name?
Semmelsberger.
Semmelsberger?
Yeah, he's got some crazy hairdo and mustache. So Matthews, like, he beat Diego Sanchez by decision, and that is in 2020, so that's not like... What do you think, man?
4 years ago.
Matthews is good, but I'm going. Rowe's another one of my guys that he's an underdog, not like huge underdog in this fight, but I think he's gonna win.
Jake Matthews got that in the bag.
You think Matthews got it? Okay.
Yeah. 100%, 200%, 300%.
So your next fight's a lightweight bout, Solecki versus Dawson. This one I kind of was looking at too earlier. This is going to be a close one.
He looks like Nate Diaz.
This Dawson guy's the favorite.
Doesn't he look like Nate Diaz? Like in the face? This like mean mug type squinty eyes look.
Yeah, I mean just like that really. He's 22-1. 4 wins by knockout, 13 by submission, 7 first round finishes. That's a lot of submissions. So I did watch a thing on these guys. Both of these guys are kind of grappling guys, so this should be a pretty good. But Bobby Green knocked him. He's coming off a loss. Bobby Green knocked him out in 33 seconds, like last year. Then he had a win before that, a win before that, a win before that, a draw, a win, a win.
Man, he's got like a
That one's not
win
listed.
streak.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's submission, decision, KO, draw, submission, decision, and then Bobby knocked him out in 33 seconds. And ended
That's a
his
crazy record.
streak.
Like a 10-fight win streak just to get knocked out by Bobby Green.
He only has 2 losses, and Bobby's his only one like recently. But so he's a big favorite. So Selecki's one of the dogs. He's 13-4, 1 win by knockout, 8 by submission. So like I said, he's a grappler too, and 8 first round finishes. From what I've seen, Selecki's more of a jiu-jitsu guy, and the Dawson's more of a wrestler. I mean, obviously they both got good submissions.
Yeah.
Selecki's coming off of a loss by first round KO. He's got a submission win before that, a decision win before that. He lost a split decision, a win.
He beat Bobby Miller. Is that his name?
So he was also on kind of a streak too, and then he took a loss, went on a streak again, and then he just got knocked out. So they're both kind of have been on a streak and
What's
then got
Miller's
stopped.
First name?
Jim Miller.
Jim Miller. I always call him Bobby Miller.
So I'm going, like on paper, I think Dawson, I can see why he's the favorite. I'm going Selecki, though.
Dawson wins.
Dawson, okay.
KO second round.
He's a submission guy. You still think he KOs him?
second round.
Okay. KO second round. This one we got a heavyweight fight between Almeida and Romanov.
Looking at the country.
This guy's your favorite here. He's 20-3.
That belly button.
Almeida. 7 wins by knockout, 12 by submission, and 14 first-round finishes.
Man.
So, dude's pretty good everywhere.
Wait.
He lost to Curtis
Hold on.
Blades in the second round.
12 plus 7 is 19.
So 14 of his 19 fights have been first round.
That's crazy.
He
Lost by
beat
Blades.
Derek Lewis in decision.
What?
He submitted Rosenstruck in the first round.
This guy's fighting like good.
He KO'd
weights.
Aburkamov in the second. He submitted Trokalov. He submitted Porter. He submitted RKO Marquez. So this
This guy wins.
dude's pretty bad.
I don't even have to look
The
at the other
only
guys.
loss he has in the UFC is to Curtis Blades by a second round KO.
Dude, I don't even have to look at the other guy's record. He beat Derek Lewis. That's all I have to know. That's literally all I
So
have
the
to-
guy he's fighting is ranked 13.
Yeah, but did this guy beat Derek Lewis?
But this dude's 17-2, so
But did
only
he
2
beat Derek
losses. Well,
Lewis?
let's take a look. I don't know who he's fought. So he's got 6 wins by knockout, 9 wins by submission, and 11 first-round finishes.
But did he beat Derek Lewis? Don't think he did.
He's coming off of a win over Ivanov.
And then 2 losses.
Before that, he had a loss, first-round KO loss, a majority decision loss. Before that, he had submission win, a KO win, a split decision win, a sub win, a sub. So he was on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he was on a 5-fight winning streak. Went 2 losses, and then just won a unanimous decision.
But
this other guy looks pretty fucking good. I'm going Almeida all day. Dude looks pretty solid everywhere. Yeah, sounds like you agree.
he beat Derek Lewis. He wins.
There's a reason he's ranked number 7. Okay.
Because he beat
So your
Derek
last fight on the prelim. I haven't looked into these guys too much.
Lewis. Is that
this-
Russian guy cross-eyed?
I don't think so. I think his eyes are just a little in. So we got Cesar Almeida versus Roman Kopylov. All right, let's take a look at Kopylov here. He's 12-3. We got a lot of good records on this card, really. 11 wins by knockout, 1 by decision, and 1 first-round finish. So he's coming off of a second-round submission loss. He has a KO win before that, a KO win before that, another KO win, another KO win, a loss by decision. This one just says sub, it doesn't say. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he was on a 4-fight win streak and then got submitted in his last fight.
It's not bad.
Let's take a look at Almeida. 5-0. 5-fight win streak, obviously. He's 5-0. 4 by knockout, and 3 of them were first round finishes. He fought Budka, which was a win. So you don't have a whole lot of info on this dude other than he's 5-0. And with 1 fight in the UFC. And I didn't see a win or loss thing by it, so I'm not even sure. But he's 5-0, so if he was a fight, he had to
Win.
Both these guys, Kopylov seems to have the experience, only a couple losses. The other guy's the favorite of being
I got
5-0.
Julius Caesar on this one.
I'm going Kopylov on this one.
Yeah, because he's Russian.
Okay.
You Russian little baby.
So your first
You
fight of the
Russian baby.
main fights, we got Randy Brown versus Dos Santos.
Hold on. Say that guy's name.
Elizu Zaliski Dos Santos. There's like 5 names. 5 names in one name. All right. So let's take a Dos Santos. He is the underdog here. 24-7-1. Dude's got a shit ton of fights. 14 wins by knockout, 3 by submission, and 10 first-round finishes. So he's coming off of a majority draw, a split decision win before that, a unanimous decision win before that, a split decision loss, a decision win. I want to say that's probably another third round KO from him. Another win. This is one of the, he beat Sean Strickland, knocked Sean out in the first round. This was back
Sean
in
wasn't really good
this
then.
is back in 2018.
That's
so
when Sean wasn't.
he had.
That's like right when Sean got in that motorcycle accident, wasn't it?
I don't know if that was around the same time or not. I just know that was like early in Sean's career before he like started to become the Sean he is now. So this dude is a freak, dude. A lot of his wins are in the UFC.
Dude, you just got keep pressing more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
9.
I think that
10,
8, 9, 10.
11.
No, so he had a 9-fight win streak. Lost a split decision. Then he goes 1, 2, 3. Back on a 3-fight win streak.
And
then gets a draw. So this dude's pretty bad, dude.
This guy wins.
So he is fighting Randy Brown. And
It's
Randy's
versus
Randy's
Brown.
actually the favorite. 18-5. 7 wins by knockout, 5 by submission, 4 first-round finishes. He's coming off of a first-round KO, a decision, then a submission loss. Then he has a decision win, a decision win, a decision win. Then he has
So he's only got like
a submission.
two losses.
So he was on a 1, 2, 3, 4 fight win streak, lost submission, and then now he's on 2 fights win streak. He goes to decision a lot. I don't think this guy does.
No, a whole bunch of KOs. This guy wins.
Earlier, I didn't, like I said, I hadn't dug into this one too much, but looking at it, yeah, I think I'm going Dos Santos as well. And he's the underdog, so he'd be
Kevin
the
Holland's
dog to
fighting?
put your money on. So next fight is a welterweight fight. You got Nico Price versus Alex Morano.
Captain Price.
Nico is the underdog in this one. Let's take a look. 15-7. Nico's had a rough go lately, I think.
What is he?
He's
13-7.
15-7.
15-7.
10 wins by knockout, 3 by submission, and 4 first-round finishes. He had one of those like crazy spin kicks that was real popular, like that made one of the highlights.
Did he
So-
get knocked out by it?
What?
Did he get? Was he the
No,
one
I think
knocked
it was like a spin side or something. I don't remember. It was a while back. So
Wait.
he's coming off of a
out? Was that the fight that Robbie Lawler retired?
yeah.
Mad
He's coming off of a
beat by Robbie
38-second knockout loss that about a year ago to Lawler. Then Phil Rowe, who we talked about earlier, beat him in third round TKO. He beat Charles Oliveira.
It's not Charles Oliveira.
He beat Alex Oliveira.
Dude,
My bad.
I swear to God,
They fought each other, I thought.
Everybody fights Alex Oliveira.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the last 3 fights,
He
like
fought.
people we've gone over, I see that guy
He
in there
fought.
every
Yeah,
time.
he fought like everybody. He lost to the Lima guy. So
Assuming
Luque
he
beat
lost
him.
to Cerrone.
yeah, I just. And then so you
Kind
got.
of mid.
Yeah, he's had a.
He's
That's what
alright.
I mean. Lately, he's had kind of a rough go. So let's take a look at Morano here. He's 24-9, 6 by knockout, 7 by submission, 11 first round finishes. I don't know if that card got canceled, but Buckley beat him in unanimous decision. He beat Tim Means in submission. He lost to Ponzinibbio by third round TKO. He beat Simmelberger. He beat Mickey Gall by unanimous decision. He beat Zawida. He beat Cowboy in first round TKO. That's 21. It's not that long ago. He lost decision to Anthony Pettis. So he's fought a lot of good guys. He's been in the UFC for a minute fighting some decent dudes.
He lost to Pettis, but he won to KO for Cowboy.
Mm-hmm. That's 21 though, so.
I mean, he was still pretty good then.
Buckley.
Like, right when he fought Connor, a little bit after he fought Connor.
So this is who's fighting Nico, right? Yeah, this guy's gonna beat Nico. I feel like.
Yeah. Captain Price, you're going down then.
All right, so
Kevin Holland wins.
Kevin Holland versus Olszewski from Poland. Let's take a look at Olszewski's 19-7. 14 wins by knockout, 1 by submission, 11 first-round finishes. So he lost to Pereira Lima by submission his last fight. Before that, he had a TKO. Then he lost by submission before that.
Why does he look so flat?
He had 2 KOs before that. Jacoby, then he had a loss. He's kind of like...
He looks like a stocky, short guy.
He's kind of hitter. Yeah, he's actually not. He does look a little more like stubby there, but I seen him earlier on the embedded.
Kevin Holland.
Yeah, I think Kevin Holland wins this. But let's go over Kevin's last few fights. 25-11, 14 wins by knockout, 7 by submission, 12 first-round finishes. So he's coming off of a decision loss to MVP, which was a good fight. He had a loss, split decision loss to Delia before that.
I know, the CLC guy.
He beat Michael Chiesa. He beat Ponzinibbio. He lost to Stephen Thompson.
Is that the main fight? It says round 4.
Yeah, it would have been the main event.
And then obviously he lost to...
And he lost to Chimaev, first round. And then you kind of know. The other stuff's kind of back. Yeah. So
He always wins. He never wins.
Holland should win this one.
He's going to.
So now we're getting to these last 2 fights, which these are where I really want to start getting your opinion on them. So the co-main is Sean Strickland versus Paulo Costa.
I know who wins.
Well, you act like you've already seen the fight. Is it red?
No way. I think I just hit it.
Okay, let's hope. Let's hope.
I think I just hit it. I'm not sure.
Gavin doesn't know if he just muted his mic or not. So we're hoping it wasn't muted the whole time.
True, that would have sucked.
Yeah. Okay, so...
I feel like I would have noticed, though.
You think so? It'd be like a red button in your
Yeah.
face. So Sean Strickland, Paul Costa. Who do you have?
Sean Strickland wins second round KO. Or TKO.
Okay.
KO, same thing.
Costa's the underdog. Let's take a look at his last few fights. He's 14-3, but he doesn't fight a lot. He's kind of spacing out. A lot of his fights fall out. 11 by knockout, 1 by submission, 9 first round. I think. So he has a unanimous decision loss to Whitaker. He's coming off he has a unanimous decision win over Rockhold. A loss to Marvin Vettori by unanimous decision. Adesanya TKO'd him in the second.
It was more of a KO.
He beat Romero. He beat Uriah Hall. He beat Johnny Hendricks. We're getting back to like 2017 here. So that's what I mean. 2017 he fought.
So every fight is like
he only
fights like once a year, basically.
Basically, like once a year he fights. I think Sean's got this one.
Yeah.
Paulo Costa is a good kickboxer, but I think his style isn't going to go too hot against Sean's style. Sean's 11 knockouts, 4 submissions, 9 first-round finishes. He's coming off of the loss to Duplessis. It was split decision, but a lot of people think he won that fight. He's got the win over Adesanya, win over Magomed, win over Amav. Jared Cannonier beat him in split decision, and then he lost to Alex Pereira before that. Sean all day for me in this one.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's gonna be a good fight up until the knockout. Like it's gonna be like an exciting one. So now you got your main event: Dustin Poirier versus Islam Makhachev for the lightweight title.
Sound like a narrator.
Who you got?
This is that Rocky, as I was saying earlier in the car. An unbeatable Russian, Ivan Drago, versus an American with a dream. Dustin Poirier, second round guillotine.
Guillotine. You think Makhachev's getting guillotined?
Yes, I do.
You're out there. So I will put some money on Poirier because he's a huge dog, but I think Makhachev chokes his ass out with an arm triangle or a rear naked in like the third, maybe the fourth. If it makes sense. I think it's within 3 he chokes his ass.
So Dustin is going to destroy him on the feet, obviously. If it stays on the feet for more than 30 seconds.
I don't think he does. So.
What? Do you have a mental issue?
I think.
Do you have autism? Do you need to go get checked?
I think the boy's getting taken down all night.
Yeah, he's going to get taken down. I said that Dustin's going to beat him on the feet if it stays on the feet.
There ain't going to be much. There's going to be him getting jabbed and taken down and cage controlled. It's going to be like a...
No, I don't have to be here.
It's going to be like a collegiate wrestler wrestling a toddler.
I could be getting that car 98 on COD right now. I don't have to be
I'm
here.
just telling you how I think it's going to go down. Don't be so salty that when Dustin Poirier gets choked out. I like Dustin too, but Makhachev's going to ragdoll him, I have a feeling.
Okay.
So let's take a look at Dustin's record. Dustin's a plus 470 underdog, so definitely put some money on him because he does have a very good chance of being able to win this. I just don't think it's going to happen. So he's 30-8, 16 wins by knockout, 7 submissions, 13 first-round finishes.
So if you bet $50 on him and he wins, how much do you get?
Was it plus 400? So you'd get like 200 something.
And then if you get like the round and the
if you were
whatever.
like get real picky, you could win some money. But okay, so he's coming off of Poirier's coming off the win over Saint Denis. He lost to Gaethje. Before that, he beat Chandler. He lost to Charles Oliveira. He beat McGregor. 2 wins over McGregor.
Win over Connor.
He beat Hooker.
Win over Connor.
A loss to Khabib,
obviously.
Which Khabib is going to be in Makhachev's corner. He is allowed.
Yeah. He beat Max Holloway.
I just feel like Makhachev's like the better version of Khabib. He beat Holloway.
Are you psycho?
He beat Alvarez. Dad. What? He beat Gaethje.
Dude,
I'm serious.
look at me.
He is a better version of Khabib. He's like Khabib 2.0 with like a little better striking than Khabib.
With like a little bit.
With better striking than Khabib, but he's like Khabib 2.0. I'm not
if Khabib had an autistic son, I think you'd be close.
I don't even like Khabib, really, but I like Makhachev. Let's take a look at Makhachev.
Why? Because he speaks a little bit of English?
No,
so you can
here's why I like him. Is because he's 25-1 with 13 fight win streak, dude.
Look at me.
13 fight win streak.
Do you know?
And you're talking about hot sauce selling.
Do you know what Khabib's win streak was?
Yeah, and his fights were shit. Well,
about a 30-fight win streak.
And let's look up the guys he fought. Like, only 3 of them were good guys.
Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, Charles Oliveira.
Yeah.
I can go on.
Yeah, all of them were, like, out of their prime. I don't think Khabib,
Dustin Poirier?
Well, hold on, here we go.
Conor McGregor.
Shh. Yeah, it was nothing like... Here we go. Dustin Poirier was selling hot sauce. Conor was already freaking... getting drunk and being a celebrity when they fought. Here we go. So We got 2 wins over Volkanovski. Pound for pound, the GOAT. Just so everybody knows, and he beat him twice.
Yes, because different weight
Which
classes.
actually made
Makachev
Makachev the pound for pound once he beat him.
Different weight classes.
A win over Charles Oliveira, a win over Bobby Green, a win over Hooker.
You're telling me those guys
a win
are
over
in
Moises.
their prime and good?
Oh, yeah. A win over Drew Dauber, win over Ramos, a win over Sroskin.
Dude.
A win over Johnson.
Who is Tribu?
Tiabu. Dude, this is back in 2018. We're all the way back. He's still winning. He's still winning, but even back in
because
2016. So here's his one loss, and it was his debut, and it was a minute 46 TKO to Martins. That was back in 2015. So he hasn't lost in almost 10 years. And you think Dustin Poirier is going to guillotine him? We're gonna find out. I don't. I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna toss him around. We'll see. See how it goes, my man. Put some money on Dustin though.
I hope I was muted.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm a big Dustin fan, but I don't see how he gets it done in this one.
You wait.
And if I don't see it getting done with the guillotine.
You wait.
All right, let's check the fight news. Let's see if anything crazy's going on. So Nick Diaz is returning to welterweight to fight Abu Dhabi. No, he's fighting in Abu Dhabi. I'm stupid. Gosh, damn it.
See, this is the guy that thinks that Islam is better than Khabib.
God dang
the guy that thinks he's fighting Abu Dhabi. You retard.
Oh, he's fighting Abu Dhabi. My bad.
No, he's fighting at Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
He's not fighting a guy named Abu
I know.
Dhabi.
I know.
Yeah.
What I said, baby.
That's not what you said, baby.
What I said. Who is he fighting? Let's find out, though.
Abu
I saw it
Dhabi.
earlier. Somebody was bitching. Oh, he's fighting Vicente Luque, which people are complaining about because Tony Ferguson is also coming back. And hold on, you're rattling my mic there by shaking the table, bro. Tony's coming back, and people are saying they'd rather see Nick and Tony fight each other. I was like, that'd actually be cool.
Tony's on an 80 fight losing streak. So I don't think that would be a fun fight to watch.
Nick's not on a big streak.
Two
either.
fat retired guys just throwing some wild hooks at each other.
Khabib's gonna be in his corner.
What? Who?
Makachev's, because he wasn't in his corner for the last Volk fight.
I thought you were talking about Nate.
So Poirier's coach shoots down narrative that 302 is going to be Dustin's last fight. So
Told you.
I didn't say it was going to be. He said it's not. His coach just did.
I thought.
Yeah, I don't think it was going to be either. He has so many more fights he could still do. There's a video.
Conor.
There's a video going around of Conor partying it up, pretty hard, at the club.
On tables.
Well, he's got his wife with him in this one, but he should be in fight camp though. So a lot of people are kind of concerned, you're not supposed to really be partying in fight camp.
Conor McGregor does not care.
Oh, I know.
He's Conor McGregor. He's on a 4-fight losing streak. He doesn't care.
I know, because he's gonna make millions. You don't really care.
He's gonna lose and then talk trash.
I think that's about it. I don't think there's any other crazy news going on. I think 302 is gonna be pretty freaking good.
Yo, wife sent me DMs.
So 302's this weekend. You're gonna try to somehow talk your mom into letting you come over.
Yeah,
if
maybe.
not, I'll have to send out the bat signal to somebody for a watch show.
Dude, isn't it crazy that Connor's wife and kids were probably in the crowd? And he literally goes, your wife sent me DMs. Where you at, baby?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure she was just rolling her eyes. I'm sure she's used to him going on crazy rants.
Yeah. He has anger issues.
He's kind of got a screw loose a little bit.
You do.
No, worse than me, that's for
Diaz
sure.
fighting Abu Dhabi.
He's fighting Abu. He's gonna fight in all of Abu Dhabi. He's facing the whole city. That was a dumb moment. That's for sure.
You know what else is a dumb moment?
What's that?
When you said that Islam Makhachev is better than Khabib.
Well, Khabib didn't have no 16-fight win streak.
He had a 30-fight win streak.
Oh my God, Khabib sucks, bro.
Didn't have no 16-fight.
Let's take a
win
look
streak.
at Khabib's
He had
record.
almost
I'm
two
just not-
times the 13.
Khabib doesn't suck, but Khabib, he's just not in my GOAT because his record isn't that impressive, bro. I mean,
30-0.
Iaquinta
30-0.
short notice almost beat him.
30-0.
Yeah, and his fucking first 20 fights were no names. 29-0. 29-0. Let's take a look at who he fought and not be impressed. I'm serious, bro.
I'm serious, bro. Oh, bro.
All right, he fought Gaethje.
Wow.
Oh my God!
Great
In
fighter.
he fought 2020 Gaethje. He was like in his second fight in the UFC. He fought Dustin Poirier.
Great fighter.
Yeah, I mean, but is it though for the matchup? Does Dustin do really well against good wrestlers? We'll find out against Makhachev. Well, he's about to get choked again by a wrestler.
Good for him.
He's got the two. He beat Iaquinta,
McGregor.
which was unanimous
McGregor.
decision. Iaquinta gave him the closest run he had, and that was a last short notice. Edson Barbosa, Michael Johnson, Daryl Horcher. Here we go. Here we get into. I don't know who that is.
Hold on. What, year is this right now?
We're back into 2016. This is what I mean. Khabib fought once in 2020, once in 2019, once in 28, two times in 2018, once in 2017, once in 26, twice in 2016. Then he didn't before 2014. So
Guess what? 29 fight winning streak.
yeah, but let's look at Makhachev, who he's fighting more than once a year, and he's not dropping fights. Rafael Stasanos, Pat Healy,
He's already beat.
Treyu. Yeah, I mean, Gleison Tebow, Thiago Tavares. I get it. Like, Gaethje's good. Like, his last few fights were good. But you look at his first 20 fights, and that weren't before he got brought to the UFC, they were all feeder fights.
That's also Conor McGregor.
Conor didn't have feeder fights.
No, I'm saying that's Conor. He beat Conor while Conor was, in his prime still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you could say Conor was in his prime in 2018.
Don't look at me like that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he made it 4 rounds with him. Definitely Conor.
Khabib is in my top 5 of all time.
Khabib's in my top 10, but he's not in my top 5, probably. Probably around 6. Maybe he comes in at 5. Makhachev's not up there yet because his career's not really towards the end yet. Good. I don't know why you're a Makhachev hater.
Because you're a Khabib hater.
I'm not. Oh yeah, I'm not a Khabib hater. I just don't think he's a GOAT.
Well, I don't think.
Even at 29-0, like I said, 20 of his fights were not competitive.
Yes, look. So are Islam's.
Dude, the dude's been fighting in the UFC since 2015. He's had 1 loss on his debut. Other than that, his first 5 were kind of.
And how many wins did he have?
He's on a 16-fight win streak.
Yeah, so
10 of his fights have been he just beat Volk twice, the pound for pound greatest.
Because he's the weight class under him.
Well, the last one he had short notice, Volk
And
took
he almost beat him.
What? He got knocked out in the second. That's when he
The
caught him in
first
the head
one.
kick. The first one he had a
one you
full
can
training
argue.
camp, and that was a close-ass fight.
I think Volk won that fight.
Super close fight. No, that's what I mean. I think Volk is in my GOAT. He's in my top 5 GOATs. and Makhachev is right there, with him. I think
behind him. I think
he's beat him twice. How can you put him behind him?
On the first one, I think that Islam lost that first fight.
Okay, but then I think
second one was short notice.
Short notice, but not like a week notice. It was like a month notice.
That's still pretty short.
Well, yeah, but I feel like Makhachev had him. They could fight again in a full fight camp, and I think Makhachev knocks him out again. I think he's got him figured out.
Knocks him out?
He TKO'd him. He kicked him in the head and dropped him, and then ground and pounded Volk in the last one.
He got a lucky head kick.
It was not lucky. It was clean as shit. He threw it right from the hip. Just right. He circled right into it. Mm-hmm. Is there such thing as a lucky head kick?
Yes.
How do you do that? Like you just happen to
swing a kick and it hits him.
You just slip and your leg knocks him out.
Didn't knock him out, actually.
That would be.
He was still way conscious, buddy.
Well, we'll find out this weekend. Somebody's walking away with that belt.
I know who it is.
And we'll see if it's Hot Sauce Dustin Poirier.
Who's your favorite fighter of all time?
Of all time?
Yeah.
John Jones is my favorite active fighter.
John Jones beats his wife. You ever think about that?
Yeah, but what did she say to him? You ever think about that? I'm just kidding. All the ladies out there, I'm just kidding. I don't condone it. Unless the dishes aren't done.
I think...
No.
I think making hot sauce is better than beating your wife, you know?
I think being the greatest fighter of all time is better than selling hot sauce. And better than 29-0 bullshit record.
He's got a laws. He's got a laws.
Yeah,
because he doesn't know how to throw proper elbows.
Dude, I really wonder if they'll overturn that once he's, retired. They overturn it. I have a feeling. But they won't do it until then. I don't know why, but...
He's basically retired.
That's the only fight that really deserves to be overturned.
He's basically retired.
Yeah,
he tore his pec.
He said he's fighting Khabib for $15 million. Or not Khabib. That would be cool. I'd like to see Khabib get whooped. But he's fighting Stipe. John Jones would murder Khabib.
Yeah, because Khabib is a lightweight.
Well, and because...
lightweight.
And because John Jones isn't no fluff fight for him either. It's not hot sauce. He's not selling hot sauce. He's being the greatest of all time.
I'm actually about to leave.
All right, everybody.
Bye-bye. I hope I was muted for 25 minutes.
If anybody that reached out personally for merch, I'm putting in the order soon. I've been slacking on it. So, but yeah, UFC fights this weekend. Bare knuckle fights this weekend. Gavin, shut up. Other than that, that is it. I hope y'all enjoyed, and you know whose picks are gonna be right.
Your boys.
It's your boy. All right, everybody. Make sure you're watching the fights this weekend. We'll be on next week to talk about it.
You don't listen to that.
Possibly doing a watch show this weekend, so keep an eye out for that. Peace out, y'all.
Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worrying. I get it, the odds seem stacked back against the wall, but even consider it such, know you'll stand tall. Sit and watch from the sidelines, one too many times. Wicked games to play, make me wanna lose my mind. Found solitude, knowing it'll be over soon. Ever need a boost, count on me for the 1-2. Trouble don't last when the tough get going. Baby, all we do is win, so show me my opponent. Adversity, doubt, stress, could care less, cause how we handle those like an S on our chest. Super proud of how we held it down on the way up. Can't wait for our day to ball. This is a layup. Nobody ever said this would be easy, but trust when I say that you got it. I know you've been looking for a breakthrough, trying our best to make